Well, I guess there's probably no intro needed. Yep, it's me. It's totally me again. So we're out here looking. Let's get it on, I guess. Wait, that sounded... We're just going to leave it at that. Let's look. Very strange. Just an opening right here with what would seem to be stars. I know they're no superstars. I don't know if you guys can see them though. Yeah, you can right there. There's one. I don't know if you can see the second one. And then the third one. It's like in a triangle shape almost. But it's large. Triangle shape. And I'd say I could see through it, but I can't. But if you like look at that compared to the rest of the sky, it's just like one opening right above me. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a little bit better maybe. Or maybe it's not. I don't really know. I mean, I guess I've said all the piece that I'm gonna say as far as like in self-defense, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna leave it at that because there's no reason to degrade myself or lower myself to a level that I am not on by being a less person, less human, lesser of a human, I should say. That sounded really like a 6-year-old too, though, so maybe they're right. Okay, I'm gonna retry that. Why would I make myself any less of a person when I know my worth and value, and I know that the things that I see, the things that I show you all, everything, all of it is most real. I don't have anything to gain by this, only a lot of criticism. So I mean, it's, you know, you gotta think about that when people do put themselves out here like this. They don't have anything to gain, and they have everything to lose by doing so. I mean, literally, I mean, you know, you lose the character that humanity insists that you must have on their level of thinking. You lose family members, loved ones, friends. You lose a lot. But I decided a long time ago that I was never one of those people that was trying to just fit in and conform with the norm, because this is just a platform of living right here. It's a simple platform of living. It won't be here forever. Okay, I saw that too. Did you guys see that? We won't be here forever. We're here for a little while, but we have other places to go and other things to do after this. And we're here for a reason. And my reason for being here is to make a difference. And so whenever I lower myself like I did yesterday, which I feel somewhat bad about, other parts of me says, hey, I defended myself. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we're all human, right? We're all human. None of us truly have all the answers. I mean, how could we? We have the Bible, yes, so, you know, turning to Jesus, 100%, I agree with that. But to sit and judge and say, well, if you're doing that, that's wrong. How do we know that what I'm doing is wrong? Because I don't think I'm doing anything. I didn't ask for these circumstances of mine, other than take a hell of a lot of hard knocks in life. And I mean a lot, and you guys have no idea. Like, when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You know, I have had it, I'm not gonna say I've had it hard, but it hasn't been easy. Actually, it's been really hard, but I'm thankful for the hard portions of my life, because they brought me here, right now, with my eyes wide open, seeing the world in its true reality. And even though others are sleepwalking through life, it gives me a moment to actually stop and try to understand, or be understanding, I should say, because I was somewhat like that at one time, and I'm still far from perfect, I know that. So don't get me wrong, mine smells just the same as the rest of everyone else's, but The difference is I'm really, truly working on every portion of my life. I always have been, but never so hard in my life as of right now, as to right now what led up to this moment. As I said, I think sometimes it takes big things to jolt one into an awakening. But I thank the Lord every day it did, because I would have surely failed if I would have stayed sleeping. I would have surely failed. Not only that, I would have never been living my life to the full potential. I'd have been a day in, day out kind of girl, going to work, doing the 9 to 5, in my case 16 hours, never taking a moment. I still don't have a moment to breathe. I still don't have time for me, but what I do have time is for others. I make that time. I've always said people first, and I mean that. I tell my girls that every day. I raise them all to know that people come first. So I don't care if we're in a hurry. I don't care if we're rushing and we got to be somewhere at some time. I don't care if we really want to do something different, but you see that guy on the side of the road and he's broken down and he's sitting there helpless and traffic swishing by. We need to put people first. We need to do that again. I don't blink an eye. I will stop anytime, and I have every time. I don't believe I've passed a motorist up on purpose in many years, even if it's 3 a.m. and everyone's like, well, you're female, that's not safe. You know what? May not be safe, but you know what? I have angels. I have angels looking after me. And I don't think that, even if that was my moment in time that I shouldn't have stopped, I don't think that's gonna reflect anything bad upon my judgment when that day comes. And if anything, I still did the right thing. And honestly, that's what living is about. I mean, why else are we here? To wake up and go to 9 to 5 and just do it all over again the next day? I mean, I'm telling you, the system has us. It has us hard. It has us hard and good. And it's like we know nothing different other than this is normal, guys. Well, now we got this kind of a newer Norman going on, if you know what I mean. But nothing about our lives has been normal. Think about it. We got people's thumbs on top of us. They are on top of us and holding us down. And it's not like all people. It's like a handful of people. And we've already talked about that. But I mean, we have a choice. Just gonna lay down, accept it, and take it? Or are we gonna do something about it? And I know many of you are probably thinking, well, what could we possibly do? We could do a lot. We could do a lot by just spreading the word. You know, they say it takes an army, but the funny thing is, those of us that are doing the 9 to 5s, just busting our butt to get through the day, we are the army. We are a gigantic army. But if we don't have the faith in God and just the cojones to do it, what do we really got? Just wake up again tomorrow and do it again? I mean, is that living? Is that truly living? I mean, if we want to call it that, because just because we were born into the system and we think this is normal, deep down inside, I think we all know this is not okay. There's my guy. I knew if I just talked about it a little. There's the new normal, Norman.